I gotta show y'all something. Watch this.
If you look around you, you'll notice that everything you have that works was made in a monarchy or by a monarchy or both.
Don't be fooled by that cool, nerdy demeanor either. This man is a cold-blooded pseudo-intellectual that has had his ideas trickle all the way up. So Curtis Yarvin's background is being a software developer and a blogger. This man believes stuff like this.
So for example, this iPhone. This iPhone was produced by Apple, which is a monarchy. That is, it's a corporation. What Apple is able to do as an absolute monarchy with a CEO, which is just a euphemism for king, it produces this incredible device.
That man Yarvin, the one that just said America should be ran by CEOs, and CEOs are just like kings and the corporations is like a monarch. Yeah, he's the leader of this influential group called the Enlightenment. What is it called? It's called the Dark Enlightenment. This movement challenges a lot of democratic principles, advocating for a full-blown billionaire takeover because they know better than us poor people, don't they? Yarvin's ideas has not only inspired right-wing leaders like J.D. Vance, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, his ideas has also inspired individuals to do what they did in El Paso or at that Christ Church or at that Tree of Life. You know what I'm talking about? It's not just Yarvin though. Here goes my mutual. Break it down for me.
I want to play for you one of the most chilling clips I've ever heard. And just hold on and trust me, because it's not that chilling until you realize what it means.
The basic idea was that we could never win an election on getting certain things because we were in such a small minority. But maybe you could actually unilaterally change the world without having to constantly convince people and beg people and plead with people who are never going to agree with you through technological means. And this is where I think technology is this incredible alternative to politics.
That's tech billionaire and Republican megadonor Peter Thiel speaking at a Libertopia, a libertarian conference in 2010. He's basically saying that his political ideology is so unappealing that it'll never win elections. And that's one thing he's right about, because he's railed against women having the right to vote, complained so much about diversity, and written some really disgusting stuff about sexual assault and consent. But he knows that he can use technology as a unilateral alternative to politics, and that should really freak you out. Thiel is one of the co-founders and biggest investors in Palantir, a CIA-funded technology company that has contracts across the government for their data software.
These billionaire oligarchs all have in common wanting to completely privatize the government while making sure the wealthy billionaires never get held accountable for what they're doing. You know, I always think about those Netflix sci-fi films where it depicts this Armageddon-like end, where it's a whole bunch of environment degradation. I'm talking about toxic waste and nuclear waste all over the place. The water is dirty, you feel me? And people don't have that many resources to survive. I always wonder how and what the hell happened. And then I learned about this old Peter Thiel's Dark Enlightenment movement that are having all these billionaires trying to empower themselves at the expense of disempowering the American people, and we can't stand for it. Us working class people got to acknowledge that both the left and the right has a tendency to have a whole bunch of loyalty towards the corporate donors and not the constituents that put them in them places and spaces. So we have to be mindful of the Peter Thiels of the world, you know, the Yarvins, the Elon Musk, and recognizing right now they're trying to figure out a way to have a top-down approach to make all the change they want to without having to beg or convince nobody.